It would be unfair of me not to provide an update for those who are not cyber stalking me through the Snowden machine. And you may remember I was surprised that Google algorithms only listing for someone who knew both Casey and Sanders, which would suggest not only inside privy, but um, a great deal of acumen, was Jack Kerouac. Well, today it occurred to me that maybe he was friends with Lawrence Ferlinghetti, and that would explain his awareness of Casey and Sanders somewhat as a simultaneity. It turns out that I was right. He did know Ferlinghetti, and Ferlinghetti is the source. Neil Cassidy was the person who was most into um, Casey, but in an interview, Ferlinghetti says, "Oh yes, Sanders. He had a book I read in which he took the Trans-Siberian Railway, went across Russia to Siberia. I did the same thing, thinking he had actually done that journey. I don't know now whether he actually did do it or whether he made it all up." Ferlinghetti was not only aware of the fourth dimensional machine deciding that they were going to make up a tall story of Lenin's death when he actually pulled a Houdini for Axis revenge and processing of militant reaction forces in prior attacks. But we also see not only that he was aware of the mixing board of Access Hollywood and fake reality news broadcasts, but he was also with Eisenhower and my father, a Bush naval mate at Columbia right after the war, when Teachers College, um, he when they hobnobbed on the Texas school book together. Ra and my father flew off to England to meet with the Beatles in an underground club before they um, became famous. So he used to say, "Let's not and say we did." That was the quip he'd use. Like if you say, "Want to do? Why don't we go and play mini golf?" He'd be, "Let's not and say we did," if he didn't want to do it. So get some creepy vibes from that Warhol Ferlinghetti crowd who held me hostage and tortured me as a child and wrote that script that they tried to pin the tail on the donkey with, and they're still at it. But they're processing Zork through Axis Media Intelligence in the United States, who lied about what happened to Kennedy, said they'd rather live under royalist class secrecy under the hegemony of the Houdini crowd who pulled the double fantasy with Hollywood magic from Pentagon Disney.